Well, I was 18 and I just graduated, and I think for what's true of probably most 18-year-olds who are leaving is that they've spent their entire lives here. They've grown up here and they know nothing else, and that right there in of itself felt a bit, felt limiting to me. And I'd always kind of felt like I was a bit of a square peg in a round hole, and I knew that, that leaving was just going to present more opportunities culturally in terms of diversity. I grew up thinking I was never going to marry a farmer. It felt isolating, I think, the lifestyle in a lot of ways. It just wasn't, working with my hands and in the dirt just wasn't something that I valued at that age. And I suppose for a lot of kids growing up on the farm, it's because you have to do that and you don't have an option otherwise. So what child doesn't, naturally want to rebel against their parents at times? So leaving, it just felt, I was interested in studying business and geography and really just the diversity of the world, of the people and the landscapes. And that's what I was, I think, searching for when I left. And after undergraduate, moving up to graduate school as well, I'd always had the urge in me to know that I wanted to get outside of Minnesota for a while. I had to experience something new and different. And I didn't know for how long and I didn't know for where, but there was something in me that told me you'll never regret trying it, and I did, I think, all along feel that ultimately I certainly liked the idea of eventually coming back and being closer to family. And I was hoping that was going to work out in the long run, but I was just kind of going with it as it happened.
Can you say just a word about your undergrad stuff?
Sure. I studied at Gustavus Adolphus in St. Peter, and I double majored in business management and in geography. And that's I guess a quite small college town, and the student body when I was there was maybe 1,600 students. And so for someone coming from my background, that felt like a good transition to, it was kind of like a giant high school in a way, I think, which for me was a good step up. And my interest really,
False alarm.
My interest really, just take it outside maybe. One thing or another with these kids. Let's see.
Your interest.
My interest in geography was really piqued, I think, in studying at Gustavus, and that's what eventually led me to CU Boulder. I went out there looking for a way to combine my two degrees, and what I initially I kind of thought was considering was site location for businesses and finding the best physical locations given the businesses, their field, their products or their services. And at some point along in CU, I think maybe as I was discovering myself a bit more and my passions, I realized that I wasn't interested in improving profits of businesses. I was interested in improving the quality of lives of people who maybe didn't have that opportunity. And so I did quite a 180 in graduate school, which was a little difficult to do in a 2-year master's program. You don't have much time for changing directions like that. But I did, and it just felt right the second that I walked in and kind of told my advisor of my change of heart and found my path.